Hi, and welcome to another week with us. I am working to grow our garden, and Luke is working to grow our walls. It has been an awesome week. And we are also lucky enough to have Nick again with us this week to help us build our beautiful walls.
Okay, these have been sitting here for, is it about a week now? And I still haven't mortared them in. So hopefully we'll get that done today. I do need to work on this a bit. So maybe I should do that first. I'll take everything else off, try and put it where it's obvious, so I remember how it goes together. And I also want to put a couple of pieces of rebar in this before we build this course. These three. And this one. Okay, I think first thing, I'm going to drill out some holes in that and cut some rebar and epoxy them in. Okay, I think that's enough work on this one. It's close enough. Not bad. Okay, we're putting it in. It's pretty 90 degrees. Get the stone in position before you put the mortar. Another tip. Maybe I should write a little handbook with all the information that Nick gave me. Brush off any dust. Okay, mortar, not cement. Right, that looks like it's enough. Wet the stone a bit. That looks pretty good. Let's check it. That's pretty good. I mean, this is a bit low here, but it's not straight, eh? But on average, I'm liking it. I'm happy with that. Another tip, don't do that over a bucket of mortar. Yeah. Okay, back from lunch. I just made a fresh mix of mortar, and I have a couple that I need to arrange. This was mortared in, but it's in a bit and it moved, so I'm going to take it off, put some fresh mortar in there, clean it up, get it in. These are fine, I just have to mortar them in. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if this is in. I think so. And this one, this corner here, it's completely off. I need to break the mortar, get it off, clean it out, and reset it. And I'd like to fill in all here. It might take more than one mix, so maybe not. But we'll see how we go. out of here because the mozzies are eating me alive. Something in here. Slow going again, but yeah, slowly catch a monkey. I tell you, sometimes it's really tough going when it's not going well. Took me ages. The most important thing is that I'm happy with the work. Even though it took me ages, I'm happy with how it came out. So hopefully I'll get better before I finish. Oh my goodness, it's only the Molly Poppy. It's only the Molly Poppy. What you doing up there? Come here, let me talk to you, come. Oh my goodness, what are you doing on the wall? You're a silly girl. I was feeling a bit down because it took me so long, and then you come make me happy. Hey! Hey, oh my goodness. You're walkies with the mommy. Okay, it's Monday and Nick is here, and as always he gets here before I get here because he's got the bike and I've got the tractor, and I find him there standing next to my work looking like a disappointed teacher. I did tell him that I did 4 mixes in between his visits. 2 were a bit disappointing for myself because it was really tough, and the other 2 I felt good. But I know I messed up somewhere, so obviously he's found those, I think.
What you need to get yourself is a big level. Yeah?
I will.
Then you can just see that?
Yeah. It's like where to put it.
I know.
It's not bad,
It's not bad, right? Because you have...
Like here I had the most problems. For example, like over here, we knew this first one, this massive one,
Yep.
had dodgy bits out, so it's like where...
Yeah, so your line needs to be sort of in the bottom of there, like that, yeah? And look where you are.
I'm out. I
But-
need
but-
to be further. But it's like, yeah, you know, it's like...
Yeah, but you
I
have to
guess you take an average.
But the bits of the stone that stick out the most are where the level should be leaning on, yeah? Everything else behind that. So you still got, like, when you put a line up like that,
Yeah.
it should be nearly, you know, we said
You're
it shouldn't
nearly
be touching. Should be nearly touching the bits of the stone that stick out the most. All the bits that go behind that, yeah, doesn't really matter. Tell you what I'll do, I'll show you the wall I did in my lounge at home, yeah? There's some big examples of that, because some of the stone has a face, and then behind the face on the same stone it goes back
that much.
2 or 3 inches.
I was good.
But it's still, if you look at the wall, it looks really random. But if you look down the line, it looks like a straight line, and that's what you want to achieve. Because when you look down these walls, it wants to look like they're straight. Well, they want to be straight.
Yeah. The last time you were here, this one was out.
Yes.
I think it was like this.
Yeah.
It was in.
Yeah.
See what it's like
looking a lot
now.
better.
It's better. I broke off all the mortar underneath and replaced it. Same with this one. No, this one.
Yeah. No, that looks straighter, a lot straighter.
That, remember, it was going that way, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so what is good, what you've done here. This is good, what you've used here. A lot of the stone in the wall. Right?
I was trying to go a bit more flat most of the
because-
time.
So that's good. This,
That one,
like occasionally you can't help it because of the shape of the stone. But
there's no...
you want less like this. There's no strength in it. This
Yeah.
is better. This goes into the wall, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got your face, but this provides strength to the wall. This is luckily it's held by that one.
That's the only reason why I did it, because I was looking for a long one to tie in.
Exactly, yeah. But you want to try and avoid standing stones up on
Yeah,
the end.
yeah.
It's much better to get them built into the wall, which adds strength to the wall,
Yeah.
instead of having two leaves.
Fake faces, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're getting there. And also, watch this. Try and get.
One stone.
See that? Well, let me take it out. That would be better as just mortar, as opposed to having
Yeah.
that shoved in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You may have put that in there just to trig it up in the building process, but aesthetically, these three could have been one better one. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And this isn't.
That's not a
When
face.
you do, there's no face on that at all.
Yeah.
So, I know you could argue that some of those stones are like it, but we're not building like that.
Yeah.
We're better than that, Luke.
Yes.
We're better.
Yes.
But in general, mate, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. But you need to
I did this over
keep an eye
here.
on these little things. You know, like this. Is it really necessary to have those three there? I know.
Oh, this was just holding it up.
Yeah.
It was just a filler. I
Yeah.
mean, there's obviously no strength in that.
But you got no gap here,
Yeah.
and if this had just moved over a little bit, you would have had room for a mortar here and here, a mortar joint. Don't forget, you want to try and make joints in between them instead of having them too close together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was this as well. I did.
That's very good.
This I cleaned it up a bit.
You've done a load of work
On
here.
this, it's not
Yeah.
even there totally yet, but
No. But overall, you should be proud of yourself.
the last.
For someone who's not built walls before,
Yeah.
you're building walls, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's on the whistling agenda today? Anything that doesn't have.
Here you go. Here's one for the viewers at home.
Ah.
I'll start it in a minute because it's hilarious if anyone gets it. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, so that'll
Okay.
be quite fair. It's quite distinctive. And if you're of a certain age, you'll know it. It's from the UK anyway.
Yeah. Go for it.
I can't put
And
some
the
extra
one,
line.
and the two, and the 2, 3, go.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Oh, that's a nice corner one.
Oh, someone's been shaping that, look.
Someone put into some
In your absence.
some work into that. Where's it going? Upside down?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You
I
got
have no
it?
idea. Where's it look best? Is it going to go like that? Which would be nice. Or like that. See, it has to go really weird angles to be there, doesn't it? That's to be honest, that's not a nice stone now.
Oh, don't be so judgmental. What about using this as the face? Oh, it's not thick enough to use like that. Or the other side. No.
Just we'll use it in a minute.
This is the corner.
Oh. Turn it over.
So that's the floor, like that, as it is. Like this.
Not bad at all, Luke. Hey, do you know what? You're getting an eye for this, mate. Yeah, I think you're right there. I need to see.
Is it
That
big
needs to go there.
enough? Okay, it's about lunchtime. It's a nice doorway there.
Lunchtime.
Once again, I'm forced to eat.
This shit.
So look, what is there? What did you make?
So these are Maltese assatat, we call them, which is like a ricotta pie, I guess, individual mini pie, just with like a short crust. But it's sheep's ricotta. But one tip, if you do want to make them, don't use Italian ricotta because it's very watery. If you use the Portuguese requeijão, which is kind of their version of ricotta,
Okay.
it's really similar to Maltese because Maltese is very dry compared to the Italian, and it messes the pastry up if it's too wet. But anyway, that's basically just ricotta, salt, pepper, parmesan, and a bit of an egg. Sarah made
So
a
this
very
is-
nice salad,
The salad.
mostly from the garden.
And because I haven't totally destroyed my meal. You can see
And
what it
these,
look
I
like.
decided to make these sausage rolls because I wasn't sure if he'd like these.
And what are the sausage rolls with?
Those are with crispy chorizo, pork, and gorgonzola. Gorgonzola. Yummy. Filling. Meaty.
Okay, now eat. Let's get back to work. Go build me that house.
Don't film me drinking beer. I very, very rarely drink a beer.
Okay.
Got hot again, eh?
Yeah.
The last week. It was like 30. Molly came out with it.
Fucking awesome.
I think she filmed it. With Molly coming out with your hat. Like that.
Yeah.
Just like that, and then... Okay, that's made it shorter.
Oh dear.
Watch it.
Made it short. You doing anything then?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It was all you.
Yeah.
Now we
Right,
spin.
it 90. That's it.
Leave it in your hands. Ooh.
That's good.
So that's the one I broke in half last week, guys.
Good job on that, mate. Good job.
And
Nice
there's the
face.
other
We just sort of
half
break
there.
off this piece with the, just to give us a squarer edge to work to instead of having to
Yeah.
have the level. And we just need to check that. There.
Oh yeah.
I think something like it.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. What's the matter, Petal?
It's just, isn't that a mountain in Mexico?
Petal?
No, what's the matter, pedal?
Yeah.
Ixtaki thwattle.
What?
Uh-huh. Popocatépetl. Seriously, Mexican mountain, Popocatépetl. Look it up. Just piqued my memory then. Popocatépetl.
Where did you
I'm
know?
sorry.
Where did you learn that
There's a
from?
myth, Popocatépetl and Ixtaki thwattle, where
It sounds Welsh, nearly.
Ixtaki thwattle,
Yeah.
where two mountains, and it's an old Incan or Mexican myth or folklore or something that the two, one was female, one was male, one would only exist at night and the other only existed during the day. Something like that.
let's see how long it takes you guys. Water in the hole. Okay, this takes ages to go down. Let's see. Stopwatch, start. For those of you who don't know, this is our stash of poo, or at least it was 4 or 5 years ago now, and it's been curing quite nicely. So I was gone. Because these trees don't like soggy roots, I needed to do a percolation test on each of the holes because every hole is different. So I dug the hole and I filled it with water, and then I waited for the water to drain totally first. The first step is crucial for hydrating the soil because I don't know if you noticed when I was digging, it's so dry right now. It hasn't rained much and it wouldn't have worked well if I didn't drench it first. I'm very happy I did this percolation test. So 4 out of my 20 holes were not good enough. 2 were too rocky and the other 2 were not well draining. They were very slow, and if I kept them, the trees would have soggy roots and they don't like that. But I need to find 2 more places for 2 of the trees, hopefully close by, so when Luke does the watering system he doesn't have to stress too much and they'll all be close enough to each other.
Okay. Yeah. So, with the heavy loads of the stones with the tractor, it's been digging out all the stone we had broken. We had jackhammered this to make it accessible for the car, but then we got a tractor, so we didn't need to. But it's getting harder and harder to climb up and come down. So today I thought I'll chip away a bit more, maybe try and level it out a bit so it's not so steep. that's enough for today. Not a bad hour or two's work, and when it gets worse, I'll chip away a bit more. I will have a flat road one day. All these granite chippings, I think I'll probably take them to the ruin for hardcore to bring the floor up, because we've got so much to fill, and I have a lot of tiles and clay tiles and clay roof tiles, so this would be nice because it's all kind of like sand, but it's basically granite powder, granito en po, I think. Yeah, but not today because I am knackered. Time to go chill. Hola.
This is the bin. I'm not wasting this wet soil. I'm going to take it to the other hole. Luke was coming down and he saw a nice stone. Stopped him. So what were you saying? I didn't hear you.
No, because now I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
next week it's raining. We're going to get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So we're probably not going to have to water till next spring.
Oh,
You know, the way it's mulched, or maybe we'll have to water once every...
I'm watering every 3 days now when it's hot.
Exactly, so it's probably going to be a week or two.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
once a week you can do it if you're not watering everything else because it's like summer.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just unwrap it all so we don't put any more holes in, so it's still good, the pipe.
Uh-huh.
Because over here it gets pretty thick, the grass.
Yeah.
So to come in, then we have to stay taking out the pipe, to come in with the tractor and to trim it, to clear it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should wait till we clear it and then lay it when we need to water. I wanted to do it so you have less to do, you know what I mean, when you come down here.
But I mean, kind of, because I had to transplant one tree. I'm quite happy because I was worried that I didn't have time to water them yesterday. And it's still,
The soil
the
is
soil is still wet
because you put all that
for
mulch.
3 days.
And it's only getting cooler now, and we're going to get rain. So...
Yeah, so if I can water once a week, I can manage that.
And over here gets quite wet.
Yeah, sure.
I'll wrap it up, I think, before the grass grows.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to do the work to find out.
Yeah.
That's the pity.
I can cut and leave the tap there, so at least then we can hook it up whenever we want.
Mm-hmm.
But we might as well. It's a pity, but I mean, at least we tested it. We put a hole in the last... It's not even the highest tree.
No.
That's the highest.
Yeah.
No, that would be the highest tree there, which is probably 1 meter to 2 higher than that. So I don't think we'll ever get enough pressure over here.
But
plus, the well is empty.
Yes, the well is empty-ish, but at this time of the year, it's always going to be lower.
Yeah, it's
so
the
we're
lowest.
Always going to have this.
It's the lowest ever right now.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had any rain since all the summer. All right. I just wrap it up, I think.
Wrap it up. We'll just leave the clay tiles near them and then...
Okay.
Okay.
No, worth a shot. That's a waste of
That's,
time.
no, but it's not a waste of time, mate. That's the thing. We have a lot of things like this. We start and then
I
we
wanted
can't
to go build some wall
You
this
can
morning.
go build some more
I'm
as
going
well.
to, don't worry.
Well, that is life in general, but especially off-grid life, where you're trying things for the first time, or you have to do something to realize that it was a waste of time in the first place. Anyway, unfortunately, you have to do them to find them out. And I hope you enjoyed spending some time with us. And how good is that wall looking, eh? And if you haven't checked out Nick's channel yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Project Portugal, the easiest of clicks, and you'll be supporting his channel because he is an awesome, awesome man, as most of you already know. And before I go, this week we spent €59 on cement, which brings us to a grand total of... So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in our next video, or you will see us in our next video. Bye. You guys are already waiting.